it's really important to broaden our students' minds. We live in a bubble. There's a much bigger world out there. Students are not aware of it. And unless we expose them to it, and in your instance, you're bringing that into us in the school here, we have 43 different nationalities here in the school. There's an exposure there. They're bringing their richness to the school. You're adding to that richness by bringing this aspect of the world into the school. We have children from all over the world here. And when they start to talk, we're recognising their difference, we're recognising their country, and we're building that element of the greater community within the school and in turn within the world and making that connection. So I think it's fantastic.
We have these aspirations towards getting rid of poverty and hunger and disease and having clean water for everybody and education and hospitals and everything. So this queue is going to come up and you're going to just be asking like it's like a burger bar. You're asking for any kind of military thing you want, right? Tanks, weapons.
I really feel it helps them to foster an appreciation of such important values in society, and they learn that through interaction and active learning, group work as they're doing today with different schools. So we're so happy that they have been involved in this project.
Just telling the story of the Peace Crane. At that time, there was a wee girl called Sadako Suzuki who lived about 1.5 miles outside the centre of Hiroshima. And at that time, she didn't seem to be hurt. She wasn't injured. There was no physical impact. And then when she was about 10 years of age, one day she was training and she fainted. And that can be harmless enough if just your sugar level drops or you're tired or whatever, you know. So it happened a few times, so they took her to the hospital and they found out, unfortunately, she had what they called at that stage the A-bomb disease, the atomic bomb disease, and it was a form of leukemia. So in any case, she went to the hospital and she started treatment, and one day her friend Shizuko came in and she says, "Sadako, I know how to make you better." And she says, the old people say that the crane is a magical, mystical bird that carries life. And if you fold 1,000 paper cranes, you're going to be cured. She says, we're going to fold 1,000 paper cranes and that'll be fine. So her friends brought her in bits of wrapping paper, sweet papers, chocolate papers, like that, you know, wrapping paper for presents, and she cut them up and she folded, and every time she folded a crane, she made a wish or a prayer. And her prayer was that there would be, the sickness would go away, her sickness and the sickness of others who were suffering like this, and that there would be no more poison bombs.
So we're very, very glad that AFRI did contact us, and we really jumped on the idea when we saw what it was all about, because as part of Transition Year, one of the main focus we have here is to make sure that the students develop a social awareness of the world around them, both locally and in the wider community.
You're always full of ideas. Come on, give us some wisdom. I always look forward to hearing, because you sit there and you think and you come out with sensible stuff. Go on, give us something sensible.
We might make posters and put them up around the town.
Aye.
Or maybe, as I said, maybe get a little slot in the radio or something like that.
When I first spoke to AFRI about this project, I got very excited. As the students here in TY, they probably would never have actually discussed war and weapons before in that kind of a context especially. And I thought it was lovely as well, the collaboration with the other schools and them getting to meet them at the very end there and talk about it in groups.
you.